Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a different type of video. So I made a Thomas video about a few years ago. I was doing some electronic work for a friend of mine who owns the Thomas engine. And here I am back. He made another Thomas model. This, again, just a reminder, these are 3D printed. They are based off of a very specific version of Thomas. I am no Thomas expert, so I have no idea. He told me, but I forgot because I don't know enough about Thomas. But anyways, he made another more accurate version, a model with apparently it has more correct wheels, and the dimensions and overall are more correct. And also there's a few upgrades in terms of the internals and in terms of efficient spacing in the printing process for the resin shell, because this shell is 3D printed, completely custom. He made the CAD file himself, spent tons of hours on making it, making fine adjustments, and of course printing it out, and then painting it, detailing it, all these things like the brass whistles, the front coupler here. They look all very well detailed. These buffers here are, they're metal and they're intentionally weathered, like scratched up and dinged up, and they look really good. They look very much like the Thomas in the show. And yeah, so he basically came to me yet again and asking me to do the same thing as I did last time, which, if you guys don't remember, was adding some weights to the internals, soldering the wire, adding the wiring to make the motor run, add some lubrication, adjust, basically tune the mechanism, fix the contacts, or improve the wipers, the pickups of the engine, and also finally adding lights. So just like last time, we have a working headlight and a working backlight, as you can see there. And there is a battery. It holds a 3-volt button cell battery in the tank, or in the coal bunker here. Basically, there's a space behind the cab, which, by the way, the roof is removable. And basically, the motor sits inside the front part and the gears sit in the middle. This entire cab is empty. He plans to add an internal cab, like the controls and everything like that inside there, but he hasn't quite done that yet. And then in the rear here, in this tiny little back area, inside is the battery box. So that's what holds the batteries, the wires, and whatnot. I'm gonna put this cab back. These are very delicate parts, of course. This model is very delicate, and I am very wary when I handle this thing. But yeah, on the other side, you can see I have a tiny little switch placed down there. It's like much smaller than my thumb. It's a very small switch, and that goes to the wires, which are hidden underneath the running board, and they go to the front where the front headlight is, and of course the rear headlight just simply isn't from the back. But yeah, so after all the improvements, I have the lights working, which is controlled by a switch, which I can turn off. And then, of course, the engine. Because it is DC powered, you want the lights to be battery powered, because, oftentimes in the show, the engine is not running, but the lights are on. And if you were to wire the lights directly to the track power, then the engine has to be running for the lights to be on. But because it's battery powered, the lights can be on even while the engine is not running, because DC just works like that. He didn't want to add DCC to this engine, which is understandable. But yeah, so now it runs really well. Very smooth runner, and of course the lights work. And this is a much more accurate model than the Bachmann Thomas, of course. In fact, the front of the face is removable. This is a custom piece he printed himself, and I'm not going to remove it on camera, but trust me, this face can be lifted off. And yeah, a very well model. Again, this entire model was made by him. The only thing I did was add the lights and the electronics and whatnot, but I figured I'd share this. I hope he doesn't mind me sharing his model here. It's a very well done piece, and I figured everyone should this model should be appreciated by everyone beyond just me and him. But yeah, a very nice looking model, very well done to my friend, and I hope these lights look good, and I hope he is happy with the work I put into this engine. But yeah, that's it for me today, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I figured I'd add a little extra clip here on the end just to show you how the lights look when the lights are off. Just to show the lens I put in the front of these bulbs, as you can see here. There's a nice, spherical shape to the front of the lens, which, obviously conceals the bulb so it doesn't, no dirt gets inside. And obviously, real lights have a lens in the front. So just to show you how these look when their lights are off, because I'm really proud of how they turned out. And yeah. Anyways, that's it for me. I'll see you guys.